My name's Troy. I'm a biologist. This is my older brother, Trent. He's only a chemist. And we are the Bourbon Brother Whiskey Nerds. Trent, we found it. We've had this before. 1792 foolproof. It's just been a single barrel.
Right.
And as we typically don't do on the channel, we don't fresh crack single
Barrel
barrels
picks,
and
right.
picks. Just because you can't get it. It's unique to your area. It's by definition comes from a single barrel.
So maybe 200 people on Earth are capable of
150
having...
to 200, something like that. But I actually won this in a lottery.
More reason you should frequent your local liquor store. For us, all of our local liquor stores are state-owned because we're in Pennsylvania. And that doesn't mean that those people are bad, because broadly, that's not true. Most of them, I rather like.
Are very good.
They're very nice. But it does mean that to get things like this, we need to go out of state.
Yeah.
And so we went out of state to our local liquor store in Maryland, where we bought some picks.
Yep.
And as such, got entered in the lottery, and we won some 1972.
1792, actually.
1792 foolproof.
Foolproof is a bit of a confusing term.
Yep.
It is used, it is not cast strength.
Nope, not the same.
It is not the same. It basically essentially means that the proof it went into the barrel, they take it out of the barrel and proof it down. In this case, it happens to be 125.
Which, as it turns out, is the maximum that it can be and still be bourbon, right? There are entry proofs. There are entry proofs, which is the
American light whiskey can go in at like 140.
Well, and there are
like
entry proofs in the bourbon industry that are lower.
Yeah.
Than like Michter's has a notoriously low entry proof. There are entry proofs that are lower. I think Four Roses says their entry proof is a little lower. But this went in apparently at
125,
and then they took it out, and then they proofed it down to what it went in at, and that's called foolproof.
And I think it's safe to say, Trent, that 1792, for that matter, we really kind of like.
I think it's sort of underrated.
I think it's underrated.
It's underrated juice. You can buy 1792 small batch for like $35, and it's totally a good buy.
And you picked up while we were down there a 1792 bottled in bond.
Well, and
like
they have a single barrel that they proof down. It's below 100.
Which is delicious.
It's really, really good.
Really, really good.
The bottled in bond is a good buy. There are picks. This is the
flagship 1792 foolproof.
And you're right, we did have a pick. I think it was a fine wine and good.
It was, and it's very good.
But this is flagship 1792 foolproof.
We're going to crack this on the channel, and we're going to tell you what we think.
On Fresh Crack Friday here with Bourbon Brother Whiskey Nerds. As Troy pours, I will remind you, as always, please like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you're drinking on this Friday. And quite frankly, we don't care if it's Friday. I don't care if it's Tuesday morning. Maybe you had one hell of a weekend and you didn't have time to watch the Bourbon Brother Whiskey Nerds, as is, of course, your usual weekend MO. Maybe you missed it until Monday. We don't care. I still want to know what you're drinking on whatever day it is. We're going to go in for the nose on this Fresh Crack Friday.
Cheers.
With 1792 foolproof. More spice than I thought.
Yeah, it definitely reads as spice. There's those traditional bourbon notes.
Well, 1792 is on, especially the small batch, is on that list of bourbons that, as we like to say, is nothing that's going to be the best bourbon you've ever had, but it's got all those traditional flavors. Those things that make you sound smart at a whiskey tasting.
Caramel, vanilla,
brown sugar, vanilla, all those traditional...
Surprisingly, I'm not getting a ton of proof off of this. And 125 is certainly not low proof.
It's not screwing around.
The rich caramel notes are very pleasing.
The sweetness is very straightforward.
Yep.
Right? Like molasses, brown sugar,
I believe
caramel.
this is a high rye mash bill, too.
But I think it makes it to 20.
Yeah.
I want to say 20, which somewhere in me is a thought on what makes something high rye. And the dividing line is somewhere around 20. Yeah. It might be 18, but like it's somewhere in there. So you're verging towards higher rye, because certainly once you get into the 20 and 30s in the world of bourbon, that's high rye.
That's pretty high rye.
And so this might be 18, might be 20. I happen to think, as I'm remembering correctly, I didn't look it up before we started, that it's 18% rye. I'm getting a lot of spice forward.
Yeah, I do. I almost the floral notes.
Yeah.
Kind of Four Roses-esque in its notes.
Or like MGP High
Yep,
Rye.
MGP
juice,
High Rye.
right?
That's exactly
And
correct.
Barton 1792, a great distillery. We just said we think it's underrated, if anything.
This is a Sazerac product.
Yep.
The uber conglomerate that includes Buffalo Trace, amongst several other things.
Well, and all the Buffalo Trace facings,
Yeah.
Eagle Rare, Blanton's, everything. So, just another multinational whiskey.
I don't think
conglomerate.
we've had a 1792 product, Trent, that we haven't enjoyed. and
Oh well,
liked.
and Rare is the distillery. Sagamore is another example, about which I can say that. Like that, I mean, we went to Sagamore and had the finished offerings in a
Yes.
wine and enjoyed them all. Right, like we tasted 1792 12 year at the
We
one
did at the
bourbon
one
taste-
at the one
bourbon
dinner
tasting
that we
were
had,
at,
and it was
yeah.
very, very good.
Boy, it's very inviting. Again, the sweet notes here are very traditional. That's why I'm not commenting on them much.
As we have said, it's an alien pour. If the aliens land on Earth and want to try bourbon, might be something.
That's what you give them, right? If they're high proof aliens.
Correct. Are there high proof aliens and low proof aliens?
What do they look like? Like
Are they different?
Are they like in armor or something?
I don't
Would those
know.
be high-proof
Like, do they
aliens?
have jackets on to protect them from the proof? I'm not sure. I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
You know.
If you-
What would you give the aliens if they landed on
Oh,
Earth?
that's a better
Now
question.
that's a heck of an idea.
Not
Put that in the comments.
not what you think high proof.
Pick a bourbon for when the aliens land on Earth, and you let us know.
Whew.
I'm going in.
Oh. Hello there. Is it me you're looking for?
One of the criticisms that this bottle gets is that it's hot. I would not necessarily say that the proof is well hidden. It's definitely there. I think the high rye mash bill contributes to that because I'm getting a lot of rye spice on my finish.
It is what it is. It's high proof, really traditional, because the sweet notes on the nose are there in the palate. Vanilla, brown sugar, caramel.
Yep.
Maybe inching towards molasses, although I don't know that it gets that dark to toffee.
I often on the 1792 expressions get a lot of char, smoke, and barrel char.
Maybe
and that's
some
coming
earthy
through.
notes, right?
There's tobacco, leather notes are coming through on this.
I'm not getting as much of that. For me, my first sip, and I've got a sip or two left, was some heat. So I understand the it drinks hot criticism. It's really tough to overproof Troy and I. Like, it's
that's...
maybe possible, but really tough. Like, we've had hazmat stuff.
It's hard to overproof and over oak us.
Right.
You know.
Now, maybe possible, but hard. This does not drink overproofed to me. It does drink. It drinks at its proof.
It drinks right where it where
I
I'd
don't think it
expect
drinks
to be.
under its
No,
proof.
I don't
but,
think it. Yeah.
But and the Kentucky hug is there. I like the Kentucky hug as part of the finish.
Correct.
Like I think that works well. The sweet notes here are really traditional.
Yep.
But it really drinks well. It is a bourbon that I am not surprised consistently wins at the bourbon competition.
Correct.
Maybe you're on your phone and you see, because you're a bourbon drinker, this happens to me a lot where like the bourbon competition results come up on your feed. Because the algorithm has determined that you're into that.
The almighty algorithm, which, by the way, help us with the YouTube almighty algorithm.
Like and share and subscribe.
So.
But and you click on that, and one of the things I often see is 1792 full proof. I mean, it shows up a lot. And I got to say, I get it. Because if you're into those traditional notes of bourbon, those sweeter notes, brown sugar, caramel, toffee, butterscotch, whatever it might be, those are good notes to describe this whiskey. And yet it drinks really nice, Troy. Like
it's really
got a really
it's
nice
very inviting.
finish.
You know, Is it the best? It's not the best whiskey you've ever had.
It's
nor
certainly not an
should you
exception
expect
to
it
the
be.
1792.
Well, our experience that 1792 is bad. No, it's definitely not.
It's certainly not bad.
I pulled out my barrel pick from Fine Wine and Good Spirits of 1792. Just maybe we'll do a quick comparison just for
It's
fun.
really brown sugary on the nose. I'm getting my note primarily is brown sugar. I like it. If I have a complaint, I think it's missing some depth. I wish there were more there. Like, it's not complex.
Fair statement.
This is straightforward. Really good. Straightforward.
This, I think, lives in a space where if you lean towards higher proof, and we were talking about this earlier today, where there's a portion of the whiskey community that doesn't want super high proof. They want nothing to do with it, and that is okay. If that's you, this is not a bottle for you. I would go for the bottle and bond.
Right. Or the single barrel.
Or the single, or the small batch.
Right.
But if you like that higher proof and that pungency, this is worth a pickup.
There is a video we've talked about off camera of does proof equal flavor? Because there are lots of people out there that think high proof equals more flavor.
And broadly, I would say yes.
But you have to be careful because you might not want more of that flavor.
Correct. Once you get into uber high age whiskey, 10, 12, 13, 14 years, it gets to be like chewing on oak branches if you're not careful.
And then if you high proof that, you only exacerbate
Correct.
the problem. Which is why I think, I'm not working for Jim Beam.
This doesn't read as super oaky to me by any
No.
stretch. It's not
I
at
don't
all.
think 1792 gets there.
If it's 4 to 6 years old, that's probably a safe bet.
And that's okay. But it doesn't drink thin. It doesn't drink young.
No.
It doesn't drink old and super oaky, but it doesn't drink thin or young.
It's just a very pleasing high proof bourbon.
And that's okay. I don't think it was all that expensive. What did you pay for this?
55.
Oh, yeah, that's a steal. This is totally a buy at 55,
I
60
really like the smokiness coming off of this. I enjoy that.
My favorite part of this is how well the sweetness blends into the rest of the notes. Because there is a spice note here.
And I like the high rye.
There is an earthy note here, right? Like, the finish is nice. It's smoother than I would imagine for a high rye. But I like it. It's very well crafted. It's very well balanced.
I'm going to pour myself a little bit of this Fine Wine and Good Spirits barrel pick, just to kind of do a quick comparison. You want a little bit of this, Trent?
Why not?
Just a small little.
My last sip was very... Again, the sweetness note that I'm getting is brown sugar. But it's so well backed up by the spice.
I like the counterplay of the sweet notes with the rye.
Yes.
That's probably my favorite part.
I think that it's one of the sweeter high rye bourbons I've had. And I sort of dig it, right?
Now on the pick, I'm getting a little more depth. A little more oak.
Without a doubt.
Perhaps a little more proof even, which is interesting because this bottle's been open for a while.
Well, and they're the same proof, right? So, wow. Well, you're certainly right on oak.
The
The
oak
sweet
is there.
notes
The sweet
play-
notes are darker, I think.
Well, and I think they're more subdued. This is more oaky. The sweeter notes are subdued. Boy, that's interesting.
And I think what we're trying to illustrate here, and we hope it comes through, is this is why, if you like the flagship product and you see
You
the
should buy
single
the
barrel, buy the
You
pick.
should buy the barrel pick.
Buy the single barrel.
Well, Troy and I bought today
Yeah.
a barrel pick of Eagle Rare. And because we really like Eagle Rare. I mean, it might be our favorite of the three
Absolutely.
flagship, like Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor, and Eagle Rare products. I think it's probably our favorite. And so since we like it, we bought a pick, and I got to tell you, it was worth it. Like, it was really good. I mean, we don't open picks on camera a lot because you guys can't get them.
But that doesn't really seem, I hate to say fair, but it's the only thing that makes sense. So
right? It's just not a good. It's just not a good journey for you in the same way that us tasting.
We are trying to on the channel, and please let us know if we're doing a good job with this. Drop a comment. You know, we want to make videos for our beginners, those who are new on their whiskey journey, and those who might be more experienced
and our nut
on their
jobs
whiskey
like us,
journey,
who
and
buy
our
a lot of whiskey,
crazy
right?
who buy a lot of whiskey.
But yeah,
and there's a spot for all of you in our little community, so, which we're trying to grow, which is why you should like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.
it'll be interesting, Troy. You know what I think this is? The proof has calmed down a little. Your pick. Maybe because it's opened up. I'm also getting like a nuttiness, like a roasty, toasty note that I did not get before.
Yes, I agree with you. I think that's the fundamental difference. I think, to your point, the sweet notes are a little bit more subdued. The oak is more prevalent, and that roasty, toasty nuttiness is coming through.
Yeah, and that's not a bad note.
Very pleasing, you know, for in that $50 to $55 range.
Oh, that's a bananas good pour.
If
I don't
you
believe
like
you
high
paid
proof,
$55 for that.
buy it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is really a good price.
Because it's good stuff.
It's really a good price. At that price, this is a $60, $65 buy all day. To say nothing of $55, I mean, good grief, that's bananas. And yeah, this is a home run at that price. If this were $75, $80, I think it's worth it.
I keep going back. I really like that smokiness to this. You know what you could have fun with? Put this in an old fashioned.
Well, or if you're into smoked cocktails, you could bring out those smokiness if you have a cocktail smoker. Which, if nothing else, are fun to watch, right? Like cocktail
I know, it's
smokers.
just cool. It's good showmanship.
It's like, you know, Zamponis clearing the ice.
You can't help but watch.
You can't help but stare at it.
Absolutely.
Right? Like a crackling fire. More things you can't help but stare at.
A beautiful young woman. Same thing.
I was thinking the same thing. That's disturbing.
That's disturbing. So, Trent and I are on the same wavelength, but that's okay.
And we are with this whiskey, which, by the way, is really good, right? It's so well put together. Again, it drinks pretty traditional, sweet notes, a little bit of spice, a little bit of finish, and it drinks that way. Sweet notes on the front, some pepper towards the back.
Spice comes on the back end.
The spice on the finish.
Kentucky Hug coming down.
Kentucky Hug because of the proof. The proof, for me, mingles with the finish, which I really like.
Yep.
And that Kentucky Hug is there. I don't think it drinks over its proof, but I don't think it drinks under its proof.
If you are proof sensitive,
maybe not
proof averse, probably not the bottle
not the pour for you.
But if you enjoy that or are looking to explore that, good place to start for not a lot of investment.
Well, right. If you can find one for that price range, I don't understand why you wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd have owned one 3 years ago if we would have found
Correct.
one.
The only one I found was the fine one at the store picks.
Right, so we got one. So,
good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Really enjoy 1792 across the line.
Oh, it's really good.
It's very good.
They have a 12-year.
They do. The 12-year and the sweet wheat we
don't
had.
own.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And the sweet wheat is actually like a wheat whiskey. That technically wouldn't be a bourbon.
Correct.
Because it's a wheat whiskey. I have mixed feelings about wheat whiskeys. Sometimes they taste hot and flavorless to me. I will say Troy might like them more than me.
Well, I've only had one facing of that. It's Bernheim, which is a Heaven Hill product. For me, it's a mood pour.
It's sweet in a different way.
It's very unique. We might have an episode there, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
But good on 1792. Good on Sazerac. Definitely a good bottle. Pick it up. Have you had it? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely.
While you're there, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We have set a goal. We've got about 4.5 months. We want to get to 250 subscribers. So help us out by clicking that subscribe button, that notification bell, and make sure you're always drinking what you like.
And liking what you drink.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next time.